Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I am joined by the Price is Right review, but the wonderful thing about this is first come, first serve. This is an open forum and open invite. So if you want to join, we're going to be talking random movies, possibly some of the Snyder verse, possibly some other movies. We are going to start out with the movie Underwater because I actually do want to talk about that a little bit more because that movie is, even though Kristen Stewart is in it, and a lot of people do not like her. I mean, I don't like her as a personal or as a person, but
Yeah.
she did a decent job in this movie, acting wise, and
Huh.
it's like okay. But
Yeah, I've never seen it, so.
there is the chat, or there is the link for anybody who is in the chat and wants to join. We're going to be talking about spoilers for all sorts of stuff too. So
Sweet.
if you want to join, feel free to join. Because you know what? The more, the merrier.
The more time we can have fun together. Let's go.
Exactly. So yeah, Underwater. When I saw the movie originally, it's like, okay, this starts out incredibly bland. And it's like it's kind of losing points already because of how bland it is. Now the opening montage where it's showing all the newspaper clippings and yada yada yada. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, so they're covering something up. Yeah, that basically, yeah, I get it. And then they kind of show a couple other creatures here and there and whatnot. How you doing, Mongo? Good to see you. I
Hey,
see
what's up, man?
you in the chat, buddy. But
He's
yeah,
always he's always lurking around.
yep. And so you actually hear the creatures right while they're doing the whole montage in the beginning when they show the place. And then she starts talking about dreams and how you can't tell whether or not you're awake or asleep. And I'm like, so is she asleep or is she awake? I mean, what's the whole shindig here? What's the deal? And it's, you just don't know. So, but then even when everything goes to hell, it's like, okay, she gonna wake up? What's going on? But it just turns out that she's all awake. So, in a way, that is a kind of wasted opportunity. It's like you don't know whether you're awake or asleep, but now shit's going down, so you got to survive.
Yeah.
And now you're seeing all these humanoid creatures swimming around underwater, killing people. And one of them
Yep.
tries. I love how one near the end, one of them literally she kills one as it's trying to eat her.
Oh,
And I'm
wow.
like, yeah, badass. Okay, good job.
Yeah.
And
Talk about brutal.
I recently saw the I'm gonna try sharing my screen. Hopefully it will work without getting too much of a delay or anything. This way you can actually see more of the creature and whatnot, because when I saw that creature in this movie, it's like, what the fuck
Was
is
it
that?
like kaiju kind of creature or what?
Oh, it was Cthulhu.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
Cthulhu.
Yeah. A big giant colossal beast. Yeah.
Yeah, the colossal beast of Arye and whatnot. And I'm like, well, if it really was Cthulhu, she would have been going nuts
Yeah. Exactly.
and crazy just by it being awake, simply. Because they
Okay.
say all it has to do is wake up, and we
Yep.
are screwed. People will be killing violently, fucking violently, and eating violently. Basically, gluttony, sex, and lust, and violence, and it's just the worst impulses of humanity would just come out.
Go for it. Yeah.
And I'm like, yikes.
So
And
my question is, if that was Cthulhu, then it'd be interesting if Godzilla was in the same ocean and he
oh,
comes out of
that would be awesome.
try to see Godzilla destroy Cthulhu. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, but man, the music, the score, and all of that, it was freaking phenomenal. Now, okay, let's see here. I'm gonna share the screen right now.
Sweet. So
Uh,
before you start real quick, have you seen Godzilla vs Kong yet?
no, I do not get that privilege until it comes out on HBO Max.
Oh, I'm still waiting for it, but yeah, when it comes out, I'm gonna watch the heck out of that thing. That's gonna be fun.
Same here, man. Same here.
Well,
Okay.
going back to underwater, it'd be interesting why, or if they ever make a prequel to the Underworld movie, what was it? Waterworld. I'm sorry, the Waterworld movie with Kevin Costner. Make a
Mm-hmm.
prequel. I'm hoping later on they make a prequel to that, like showing how the world got all flooded to where everybody lives on the ocean now. That'd be
Yeah,
dope.
that would be good. That would be cool. Now
Without
let's see here.
all this.
Where is it? Don't want to keep looking at her. She's ugly. Uh,
Oh, geez.
come on. I know it's down here somewhere because I looked or I actually watched it. But
Okay.
yeah, man, these scenes here that showed the dang creature, it's like, oh my! Wait, there's an alternate ending.
Huh. Yeah,
Oh.
I've never seen it before, so yeah, I have no idea.
Believe me, dude. When you or if you've seen, do you mind spoilers?
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I've never seen it. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
let's see. You know what? I'm getting nowhere with this. Time to look at history because I know I've seen it in the history. Yes,
And now
folks, I am. I'm live.
another monster on monster fight would be awesome. Would be the Kraken from Clash of Titans or Wrath of Titans versus Godzilla.
That would be cool too. Yep.
Yeah, two giant right amphibian beasts. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to see the Cthulhu fight the Kraken, man. That would be interesting too.
Yeah.
Ultimate Showdown and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sea owns Death Battle. There's a lot of stuff here, folks. And yes, I also listen to a lot of music.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, me too. What's your jam?
I listen to a bunch of different music, man. I have no real I mean the only things that my favorite 60s song, and yes, I listen to songs from the 50s, 60s, and whatnot, is like I listen to all sorts of stuff. And my favorite 60s song is I Fought the Law from Bobby Fuller 4.
That's a good one. So I listen to stuff like old school stuff as well, like Johnny Cash, Def Leppard, Iron Maiden, those old classics. Some AC/DC, of course. But my jam's always going to be Skillet.
There it is. VFX breakdown.
This should be fun.
Well, did I do share audio?
I have no idea.
Well, I don't think I did, so we're gonna do this a little bit and hope we don't get hit with a copyright strike because sorry, but dude, I do this with all love. Oh, and I never liked it, so there, I liked it, so please don't strike me. All right. MPC film stuff. Yeah, good. Cool. Awesome. Can you hear it?
None of mine end, though.
Well, I'm going to mute it anyway. So, I
Doesn't
mean, this
really
is
matter.
basically showing all the different stuff.
Yeah, I'll probably look up for myself later. Who knows? That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how they do the different steps, the different visual effects like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and let's kind of make it bigger.
Should be the maximum. There we go. Ooh, shit. Ooh.
Yeah. They have to wade through body parts.
No, but
because,
was that someone getting shred to pieces or what? Shit.
somebody imploded
Ooh. From the water pressure?
from the water pressure. Their
Yeah,
screen
I thought
or
so.
their
I thought so, yeah.
thing got cracked, and yeah.
Yeah, the pressure, yeah. Oh.
I mean, this movie seriously does freaking make you terrified in some ways, especially if you're claustrophobic.
Well,
I
me
mean,
personally, I've seen so many horror movies, so many quote unquote scary movies that a lot of things don't scare me, but I think it's more graphic. It's more start to, like, ew, disgusting. You know? See, I don't scare that easily anymore for scary movies or
yeah,
horror movies. Yeah. Ooh.
yeah. I mean, there we go. But
Oh,
now, I mean,
it almost
like,
reminds me. It almost reminds me of the Meg a little bit.
there. Oh, come on,
Damn.
you're not pausing, damn it. Oh, the page
Damn.
is unresponsive. Okay. But yeah, that is Cthulhu, dude.
Damn.
Oh, now you respond, you frig.
You know what? If I can't hear the music, then you know what? I'm gonna play
yeah.
some boss music for Cthulhu.
I mean, it's like, I mean, it's
Yeah,
really freaking dark, sinister music that they play.
yeah, play some boss music then.
Yeah, no, I mean, this thing is freaking massive, dude.
Oh yeah,
And it's serious. It's like, oh my God.
yeah. Like I
And
said, man, the moment you
yeah,
look at it is when you go crazy.
exactly. It's like, how does one's mind comprehend something like that? You know?
That's the thing about people saying if you look into infinity, then that's what happens to you because you can't comprehend infinity.
Exactly. And she's like, oh my God. And that's
Yep,
when Cthulhu literally just blows up the damn place.
and then kills everybody. Yep.
No, it doesn't kill everybody. She just gets caught in a shockwave and gets blown back.
I
But
still got hurt like a motherfucker though, with that water pressure and everything too. Shit.
mhm. But yeah, there he is, and or you got a couple. It's like, oh my God! It's just
Yep, you're a dead
looking
man.
at it. It's like he's just wrecking the entire station at this
It's like,
point.
what are you doing on my doorstep? Let's go.
Yeah, and how he just spreads his hands and he's like, "Go, my children."
From this side, it almost reminds me of Kronos from God of War, a giant ass freaking titan.
Oh yeah, but
Remember that?
those things that are cascading off or that are swimming off of him are roughly twice the size of a human, maybe more, of an average 5 foot adult. Those things are roughly around 8 feet tall. And look at the
Huh.
frigging scale,
Yeah.
how big he is.
Wait, are those supposed to be like humanoid fish animals, or what are
They're
those? Like
supposed to be
sharks?
like mini Cthulhu's or like
Okay.
miniature
Oh,
kind
okay.
of things like him,
Okay,
except that
damn.
they're humanoid and whatnot. I mean, it's
Damn, that's
like,
huge.
oh my God, dude. And
Yep.
there he is trying to escape the place. And it's like, oh, sugar.
Well, the question, well, is that a human made contraption that he's in, or what?
Yes. This
How
was
the
at the
hell?
bottom of the Mariana
See,
Trench.
yeah. So how the hell are they gonna build something that massive? That would cost like trillions of dollars alone just to make
Well, the
something that
movie
massive.
takes place like 20 years in the future.
It does not matter, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
You would
I
have to
mean,
like you would have to dig out some metal from the Earth's core just to build this thing.
probably. Or you just build it really thick, you know? But
Yeah.
my gosh, man, uh, just looking at that, dude.
Like I said, man, if you can't comprehend infinity, you go crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, just imagine. I mean, she just woke him up, basically. It's like, she's just wakes him up there. He's kind of just sleeping. Then he reacts.
And he's like, "Yeah, you
He's
did not
like,
just wake me up."
he's like, you little bitch.
Bit. He's like, "You did." He's like, "You did not just wake me up." And then,
And yeah, it's just like, holy crap. Yeah, skip all that.
yeah.
I mean, this movie is very freaking awesome. No joke, or no joke. This movie is seriously cool to watch and whatnot. And
Yeah,
how he's just wrecking the place to try to kill everybody in it.
like a boss, man, like a boss.
Yep. And then he just spreads his hands up. Oh, wait. Oh, more freaking propellers going by. Yeah, this time it's one. Earlier we had like 6 freaking military choppers flying by, and it was It was vibrating the whole building we live in,
Damn.
or we are in. I don't live here yet, or at all. Freudian slip. But yeah, I mean, look at that, dude. Look at that scale. Him to a human, man. Him to a human.
Yeah. Like I said, it's no different than Godzilla at that point.
Exactly. And everybody's like, well, it has to be Cthulhu because look, he has the wings and whatnot. It's like, that is basically Cthulhu, yes.
He has a tentacle face, he has an octopus head, and yeah.
Yeah. And we don't care what you have to say, woman, so goodbye.
Yeah. See, like I said, something like that in the ocean, and you see Godzilla swim by. What are you doing in my turf? Let's go. Just imagine the calamity of that kind of fight with Cthulhu and Godzilla in the ocean, the deepest parts of the ocean, no doubt. That'd be insane.
Well, he was down in the deepest, or in the depths, until he was awoken by a nuclear sub in the 50s.
Yep. I'm just saying, just imagine that kind of fight would happen underneath the water. Those pressures and those two giant colossal creatures battling against each other in that deep trench that cause earthquakes.
Indeed. I mean, people don't realize we've only done less than 1% of space, but we've only done like maybe 5% total of our own ocean.
Yep.
I mean, somebody actually found a megalodon tooth, and when they did the carbon dating or whatever, they found out that thing is like only 55 years old.
Damn.
And I'm like, you're telling me that a Meg is alive?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of speculation on that, but yeah, there could be a lot of there's on that, but yeah.
For thousands. Oh my god, dude! I actually watched that earlier. You probably saw it on my list. For thousands of years, I lay dormant. Who disturbs
Mungo, get your butt in here.
Yeah, dude, feel free to. I think he's eating dinner right now. But it's like, who disturbs my? Hey, best buddy. Oh, it's you. Explain, idiot. No. We found 3 more androids. Damn it! 3 more androids, huh?
Well, since we're both fans of this movie, so what are your initial thoughts on Godzilla versus Kong from everything you've seen so far?
From everything I've seen, this movie is going to be likable. I do have a bias. He's cooking, but he'll pop in a few. Awesome. Thank you, Mongo. But I am seriously looking forward to this movie because the thing is, I love the MonsterVerse. I have loved these monsters ever since I was 3 years old. I was 3 years old when I saw the Americanized version of Gojira, the original.
Are you talking about the guys in the suits?
Yeah, I'm talking about the original one where they put Ray Burr in it.
Yeah.
And they Americanized it. And it's wow, dude, that is awesome. That is cool. That is scary. And my very first Kong movie was King Kong Lives.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also my favorite Kong movie. Simply out of nostalgia factor alone. Plus you get to see a little bit of Linda Hamilton. And
badongadong.
Even if it's only for a friggin' second, it's like, yes, I am.
I'll see that.
Then again, if you're anybody who
I won't lie when I say it, but there was a King Kong movie that I really enjoyed, which is I think it's the 2010 one. Not with Jack Black or Brie Larson, but the other one before that. It's good.
Well, the Peter Jackson one with Jack Black was in 2003.
I think that's what I'm talking about then, because I'm talking about the one where Godzilla actually looks like a natural giant ass gorilla, and that's
that's
the one where he fights the two T-Rexes on the island. That was cool.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the one where Godzilla takes on two T-Rexes on his own island.
Oh, that's in the Peter Jackson one. He takes on 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's probably one of my favorites.
And that does have Jack Black, and it also has Kyle Chandler, and it has Adrian Brody, and it has another.
But does it have Brie Larson? Hell no.
No, it has Naomi Watts, and I love how she smacks his hand like, "No, I said no." You literally when he goes at her, he's like and roars at her. It almost sounds like he's saying more.
That was good, but yeah, like I said, that version of King Kong is probably one of my favorite ones too. It makes it more realistic in a sense. Like I said, it looks like a natural animal. If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing about the MonsterVerse, like the Godzilla King of the Monsters or something like that, I'm baffled they did not bring in Gamera into the mix. Gamera, the giant turtle.
Mm-hmm. They can't bring him in. He is a separate thing altogether. He's a separate universe and company.
But he's still considered a monster, though.
It is performing well in China. I wish it wasn't, but I wish we wouldn't. Our movies didn't have to depend on them.
Like I said, I don't want to depend on freaking China.
I mean, if people showed enough support for Godzilla vs. Kong and other movies made in America, or if they showed that same level of support as they did for, I don't know, Joker, which is the highest grossing movie ever by percentage alone, it completely blew Endgame out of the water in earnings percentage wise. That movie may have made $2.7 billion, but its percentage, it made, I don't know, 80%, something like that. Yet
that's crazy.
$55 million budget and makes $1 billion.
Yep.
And basically, hold on.
And it's ironic that a movie to at the Joker of all things would make more money than Avengers Endgame. That's crazy.
Percentage-wise. We got to point out the percentage-wise. But yeah, and it's like, because think about it. Joker didn't get a Chinese release, and everybody here, everybody and their uncle tried to
sabotage it,
get it canceled and whatnot. The military was put on alert.
Oh, jeez. That was probably the most stupid thing I ever heard in my life. So you're going to have my military on alert because you're afraid of some white dude shooting up some dude over a movie? It's stupid.
Yeah. And it's like, oh my God, you guys are seriously pulling this crap?
And this is coming from a veteran. Like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? It's just a damn movie. It's like they were waiting for another Colorado shooting. Like, dude, that never happened.
Exactly. I mean,
in fact, there was a protest at one of the theaters that it was like a Brie Larson movie going on.
It was Dark Knight. That guy that shot up a theater in.
No. But there was another movie where Brie Larson plays in it, and so all her fans, all her movies started attacking the Joker fans because the Joker fans were waiting in line to see the Joker, but all Brie Larson's fans were all in line to see her movie, so they started attacking them. And so it's like a complete 180. Like, so you're afraid of Joker fans going crazy, but then Brie Larson fans are over here attacking Joker fans. It's like
exactly.
that does not make sense at all. Yeah, it was that Unicorn movie where the frick that was.
Unicorn Story, yeah, that was on Netflix only.
Yeah, because that came out. That came out around the same time as the Joker, and like I said, all all those people, those simps and soy boys, they just attacked all the Joker fans. Like, we're not here to shoot anything. We're here to watch a movie.
Yeah. I mean, they literally said, the military, we are on alert because we need to be prepared for incel violence. I'm like, did you just seriously say incel violence? The frigging military and the FBI and all of them were on alert over a movie.
A movie. Over a damn freaking movie.
The damn director, he even said it best. He's like, you guys haven't even, or this movie hasn't even come out. You're saying it's ultraviolet or violent. Maybe half a dozen people die in this movie. And guess what? You're calling it ultra-violent. John Wick kills hundreds of people in his movies. Where were you on that? So you could take your outrage and shove it up your ass. Exactly. Because people, you guys don't get it. Cancel culture is a disease. It is a cancerous infection that that just basically anybody who takes place in it. Now, don't get me wrong. There's cancel culture, and then there's a type of cancel culture that is actually justified when somebody is doing some heinous crap. You know, like promoting sexual.
That's actually proven.
Yeah, that's promoting sexualization of children. You're damn right that movie should be canceled. Or if there's a movie that makes light of underage sex, yeah, that movie should lose its distribution. Kids from the 90s.
Cuties.
And Cuties, yes, that also does the same thing too. You guys have to or that movie should never have been made. I'm sorry. And everybody's saying, oh, you're racist if you go after that movie. She was a person, or the director was a person of color. I don't care if she was the last person of her entire fucking race. You don't fight child sexualization by committing child sexualization.
Yep, it's so stupid. It's ridiculous, man. I'll just say that this is my thoughts on cancel culture in general. To me, it's not more of a disease. All it is to me, like I think you said on my Twitter, that all it is cultural dictatorship. This you fall in line with our agenda, or you won't be allowed to work anymore, or all your stuff be taken down. So for me, cancel culture is nothing more than just cultural dictatorship, trying to force us to abide what they want us to do.
Yep. I mean, good news for the quartering, by the way. He got off, or he had a discussion with some very important people at YouTube, and yeah, they actually like his channel. They like that he's trying to de-escalate things and whatnot. He's not calling for violence or anything like that. And
no, just a guy. Yeah, just a guy on YouTube.
And it's like, good for you, man. So Jeremy from the quartering, good on you, mate. Good on you.
Yeah, he does a lot of good stuff on his YouTube channel that I agree with, but some things I don't agree with. But hey, each of us have our own beliefs and different opinions, and that's literally the point of YouTube. Because when YouTube first started, it literally became the people's voice. Everyone had a voice at that point.
Yeah. And we got 7 people in the chat, or 7 people watching. So feel free to say hi. I'm only seeing Mongo right now in the chat, so if you're in the chat and you guys want to come on and talk movies and stuff, feel free to click.
I would share this link on YouTube, but then I would just get cut off from the stream, so I'll let you do that. But yeah, see if anyone on Twitter wants to come join us.
I've already put the link out in a couple of group chats and sent one to Geeky and whatnot. Okay. And it's like, if you guys want to come in, it's open talk. It's movie appreciation. I even posted it on Minds and whatnot to let people know that I'm live on that, or live here. And it's like, yeah, if you guys want to come on in. But yeah, some other movies. A lot of people give Man of Steel a lot of guff. And I'm going to defend Man of Steel here.
Me too, because I actually enjoyed that movie myself, yeah.
When you say that, oh, this Jonathan Kent was not cool because he was willing to kill people, he's willing to kill kids and whatnot. It's like, first off, this is a very dark DC universe.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, think about it from a parent's perspective. How you doing, Fenrir Fryer? Good to see you.
Hey, what's up?
I mean,
I will say,
go ahead.
yeah. I was going to mention that the biggest thing about Man of Steel to me was the collaboration of Zack Snyder and Christopher Nolan, because I think I told you before or something like that, but I'll say it again. But when Zack Snyder was making Man of Steel, he didn't get Superman as much. So then when he teamed up with Christopher Nolan, he knew who Superman was.
Yeah.
So I want to say it wasn't terribly dark, but I did see some of the gritty elements into it. But I liked how he still tried to maintain that same mantle we know the Man of Steel from.
Yeah, he wipes out a city. I mean, basically.
But it could have been a little bit better. Yeah. But as far as the overall image of Superman is still there, in my opinion.
Yeah. And here's the thing. But back to the Jonathan Kent thing, everybody's like, yeah, he was willing to kill kids and whatnot. It's like, you have to think about it from a parent's perspective. You are the father of this amazing child who has amazing gifts.
Super strong, super speed, yeah.
Gifts that would, if revealed to humanity, cause them to be afraid. Look how one parent's child and the parent herself reacted. This was an act of God. This was providence. She was scared.
Scared out of her mind, yeah.
Psychologically, this woman couldn't turn, oh my gosh, this is a godsend, into, we must kill it. It's the devil.
Or Brightburn.
Yeah, or Brightburn, basically.
It basically kind of... Actually, well, here's the thing, though. Clark Kent obviously wanted to kill people because he's been taught by the Kents not to be, harmful to people. But if he somehow did reveal his powers as a kid, he would have the government chase him everywhere he goes. And he would try to hide from the government of any kind, or try to, stay away from the guy.
He actually does kill. In this universe, this is a Superman that does kill if necessary. And he actually did kill in Batman v Superman, and I'll get to that in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But back to the Kent thing, everybody's like, well, he could have, why sacrifice kids? Again, parents reacting, and children reacting. They're like, oh my God, you did this and whatnot. And it's like, yeah. And he wanted to help.
Here's the one thing. How do you explain to the school that my son was able to pick up the entire bus and bring it out of the lake? How do you explain that?
I know. It's like, well, adrenaline. Yeah, we're not buying that, sir.
Yeah. When the police show, when the police show up to do the reports, because it's a bus crash. So the police, all the people are going to be there, and then they try to explain to the police. Yeah, this kid, he literally picked up the entire bus and saved all of us, or something like that. The police are going to look at them like, you're insane. Like, what?
You want to know what I find hilarious? That even after these kids, or even after Clark saved all those kids, there were still other kids that wanted him to fight them.
Yeah.
It's like, whip him right out of a truck and like, come on, Kent. It's like,
well, that's
a bus, dude.
Yeah. Well, my theory on that is, like I said, because even though, Jonathan Kent was able to maintain his identity from the rest of the world, but I can imagine some of those kids still knew what they saw. So they're kind of saying, hey, let's push this kid, see if you actually will do something to us, or,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Basically, it's like, well, let's get him to try to push it.
Yeah.
Let's get it, or let's expose him.
Let's see if he tries to, actually do something. And like I said, dude, he would have been, if we actually made him actually, snap, it would literally be Brightburn all over again.
Pretty much. The way that Jonathan Kent handles it, he's like, are you all right? Or did they hurt you? They can't. It's not what I meant. I meant, are you all right? I wanted to hit that kid. I wanted to hit him so bad. I know you did. Part of me even wanted you to, but would that make you feel any better? You gotta know what kind of man you want to be, Clark, because good man or bad,
Change the
He's
world.
going to change the world.
Hmm.
A lot of people give or also critique Kevin Costner's performance. Honestly, I think this is one of
I
his
thought it
best
was okay.
performances.
I thought it was okay. Yeah, it wasn't in my personal opinion, it wasn't the best, but it was still good. He did his own way of doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my own personal opinion, I've seen him in a fair amount of movies. This is one of his best performances. Definitely not top anything, but
Yeah.
I mean, one of his best performances was actually in Bodyguard.
That was okay. But my go-to has always been Dances with Wolves.
I haven't seen that in such a long time. I'm gonna have to check to see if I
But you
can.
know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably one of my favorite Costner movies. But keep going.
Also, I actually have the extended edition to Prince of Thieves. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I have that. That's an old classic movie too.
Oh yeah. I mean,
But probably my best part about The Man of Steel was when he's been handcuffed or going to be interrogated or
oh my
being
god,
interviewed by the government.
all he does is just pull his arm.
But
It's effortless how he snaps those cuffs.
but here's the thing though. Everybody sometimes wonders why, because when the movie started first coming out, like why is Superman in handcuffs? But everybody's wondering why can't he just break out of the handcuffs? But he eventually did. But the way I said it was, if he broke out of the handcuffs while he's being interrogated or being interviewed or just being brought to the government, then he wouldn't be Superman. I said to them, he's not Superman because he can break the cuffs. He's Superman because he chooses not to break the cuffs.
Exactly.
He chooses not to. You know.
Yeah. Also,
he's humbling himself.
Exactly. And another gripe that a lot of people had with Pa Kent was how he died. Everybody knows mostly Pa Kent dies from the heart attack.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, they changed the way he died, but the premise was still there. All those powers, and he couldn't save him, or he didn't save him.
It wasn't ready to.
Exactly. He knew that the world was not yet ready. He's like, I know you can do this, but you have to let me die.
Yeah.
They're not ready yet.
Yeah.
They will fear you.
Yep.
And even Russell Crowe's portrayal as Jor-El is freaking phenomenal. I gotta say, it is.
Did you by chance see that picture I posted on Twitter a long time ago?
Of?
Well, there's a picture of Christopher Reeve in the Jor-El outfit, and I said, if there's anyone if it was a perfect world and he was not injured or anything like that, or not paralyzed, Christopher Reeve would have been perfect for the role of Jor-El, Man of Steel, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find that picture again. I'll send it to your Twitter, but
yeah. He would have been the perfect Jor-El because here's the thing: Henry Cavill and Christopher Reeve
almost identical, yeah.
Do kind of resemble each other. And
but I mean, just imagine that for a second, though. Christopher Reeve and Man of Steel. You would have the entire audience just go nuts if that actually happens. Because ever since the Superman 1, 2, and 3, and 4, that's basically the only movies he actually did before he was paralyzed. But if he were still alive today with no injuries and he played a Man of Steel, the entire audience would go nuts seeing him on that screen.
Yep. I actually liked him in Smallville.
Oh yeah, that was probably the most humbling thing I saw in Smallville was the guest appearance of Christopher Reeve. That was awesome.
As Dr. Swan, and it's
Dr. Yeah, I actually met him once when I was on Hollywood Street.
Was it when he was paralyzed, or?
Yeah, it was when he was paralyzed, when he was like close to losing all his hair because he was getting down to his last mile. So he was basically almost bald when I saw him, but he was soft spoken about a show kind of guy. We just kind of chat for a couple minutes, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, Margo, go get more fries, buddy. Have a fry on me. Yeah, I posted a thing on Facebook. It's like, and everybody is actually coming out and being very supportive, and I am thankful for it.
Oh, yeah.
Because, yeah, there was a thing that kind of eroded my trust in a few people. Well, actually, in a lot of people. And I basically said, I am not accepting any more friend requests on Facebook unless I know exactly who they are. I mean, if it's somebody from the YouTube community, yeah, I'll accept it.
People we know, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
people
why
I know.
yeah, like I said, the biggest thing is, well, my Facebook is primarily deleted, so I would send you requests if I could, but
Well, I'm not afraid of people knowing my name. I even have my name or my logo, this one on here, my avatar, as my profile pic on Facebook. Also, just type in Orange Hat Reviews, you'll find me.
yeah, yeah. So
I mean, there were people that actually, that's my aunt. You all right?
oh god,
Okay, just checking. And there are people that have actually said, I'm going to come up there and fuck you up. I'm like,
good
oh,
luck.
you actually want to do that? Well, buddy, I'm in Tupper Lake in the heart of the Adirondacks in the state of New York. You come up here, there's a nice little park. Just let me know when you're up here, and I'll be happy to talk with you. Now, if you want to fight, we'll fight, but I get to pick the venue right in front of the police office or the police station.
I had a better one for that one. Because when I was on Facebook, the reason I got deleted on Facebook is because I had to debate and slander, not slander, but kind of troll a lot of the feminist pages and stuff. So some feminists and some male soy boys tried to throw me the same way to you. And I simply told them, "Okay, come on by. I can use the target practice."
Well, I'm not going to threaten anybody with a gun or anything. Because here's the thing, I don't own a gun, first off.
Yeah.
Yes, Jay, my aunt is okay. She's just having a little coughing fit. She is.
Yeah. But I was just going to.
Yeah, she's good. But also, to answer this question, have you heard about the bizarre U.S. Former U.S. Senator? Caitlin, good to see you.
Hey, come on, Caitlin.
On Real Time with Bill Maher calling Gina Carano a Nazi. Yeah, I caught some of Ryan Kinnell's video before I just cut it off because I was sick of hearing that woman's voice and whatnot. I believe I actually didn't leave a like on it, but Ryan, lots of love, buddy. The thing is, people who call another person in this country a Nazi automatically lose all credibility here.
Yep.
Because here's the thing. If you're going to call somebody a Nazi simply because they have a different outlook, or you're going to call somebody a white supremacist because they have a different outlook than you, here's the thing. You've lost all credibility because you can just say something without having to prove it anymore. Believe me, I know that to be true. I was arrested on a word and a claim.
Mm-hmm. And
I have made that known to everybody with the video, Time for a Serious Discussion.
Yeah, it's basically no different than feminists saying calling men incels for calling them out on their infidelity and stuff like that.
Okie dokie, Caitlin. You have fun unpacking those groceries. And yes, that woman is batshit crazy. And here's the thing. Well, she hangs out with white supremacists, so it's like, well, I automatically know which party you're affiliated with. You can't handle a different opinion than others. You can't you refuse to accept any receipts and facts that are used against you. And even though you are objectively in the wrong.
Yep.
And whatnot. I mean, a lot of people love to continue to call. Yes, we are going to get a little bit into the political here, folks. A lot of people like to call the former president a white supremacist, and how they like to claim how he has never denounced white supremacy. I could point to 8 videos where he did. Everybody says he called white supremacists very fine people and neo-Nazis very fine people. No, he didn't.
That's them manipulating and taking his word up.
That's the Charlottesville Democratic cut where they said he called everybody very fine people. It's like, but we must always condemn the neo-Nazis and white supremacists. Oh my God, that automatically just said or excluded them from the very fine people.
Yep. Yep.
And then the fucking press going after Kayleigh McEnany. Well,
geez.
will he do it again? He just did. Well, will he do it here and now? He just did. Yeah, but will he do it now? Okay, we're done here. I have no I don't have time to take freaking questions from the retard corral. Oh my gosh, people
I told
out on so many different levels. Can't even make up or can't even make or go up a flight of stairs.
But see, when they but here's the thing, that the reason they keep asking that question is they don't care about if he's denounced them or not. All they want is them keep saying over and over again to spin a narrative. That's all they care about.
Yeah. Plus,
So
he's a ass dude that is itching to start a war. Thing is, yeah, he bombed Syria, and then a month later, a Syrian goes on a shooting rampage.
Yep.
Nobody is going to have that conversation.
I told Kate this every time I have some kind of debates with soy boys on the feminist or SJWs on political kind of stuff. I just use their own logic. I use their own logic against them while I'm stating the facts as a hand, and to see them just like throw tantrums and just go all ape shit is absolutely entertaining to watch. So the best thing to tell you is if you're debating any SJWs or soy boy feminists, just use their own logic against them, and that's. They just go insane in the most hilarious way possible.
Yeah. And Jay, this is coming from a liberal Democrat. Hey, dude, you know how many people are regretting their vote for Biden? Lots. Literally 43% of the people that voted for him currently have regretted their vote for him. And they only voted for him, and I quote, "We needed to get the orange man out of office." Well, here's the thing, folks. Yeah, he did look orange. I mean, I did call him President Oompa Loompa once. My aunt said he did look orange. And here's the thing. I have no problem with Democrats. My landlady is a Democrat, and she is a hardcore Democrat that wishes death on the former president. Even after he's out of office, she wants him killed. And I'm like, well, okay, that's your prerogative. Probably not going to be living with you over the next couple of years because you are batshit crazy. But anyway, also, thing is, all of these people with TDS and Hollywood, the CW, and I did a 20-minute video on how Supergirl, the Supergirl show, shot themselves in the foot with not just a pistol or a pea shooter, but with a freaking shotgun.
No. They shot themselves in the gut with a shotgun with that stuff they're doing.
Oh my gosh. You want to know how bad it got?
It was terrible. Absolutely ridiculous.
Here's the thing. I actually watched all of the seasons of Supergirl except for the newest ones because
my question real quick is, how are you not blind right now?
Laser eye surgery, I guess. Anyway, I still need glasses. But anyway, how are you doing, Jens Petter? Good to see you. Or Jens Peter. Good to see you. But the thing is, here's the thing, folks. Season 2 basically had Wonder Woman, Linda Carter, as the president, and she was an alien. And
of course, the female president, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's a Democrat because Cat from Catco basically is like, oh, just please tell me you're still a Democrat. Okay, so here's the thing. As a patriotic citizen, first off, you should turn in the fucker. Secondly, we're not getting any more stimulus checks now that he's causing a crisis at the border with the facilities.
That's very true.
It's gotten worse. True, and I'm going to say right now, if that IRS asshole does not get me or does not start releasing the checks for those who need it, because I do got a couple bills that I need to pay off, yeah, I'm going to be pissed about it. But anyway, so then there's the third season where it's still established that the president is still in office, the female one who's a Democrat, and the cop chick who is a lesbian and who's Hispanic, happens to be Mexican, Latina, and whatnot. Her father comes up, and he brings up the wall, and it's like they're building a wall to keep us wetbacks out. I'm like, wait, what? Oh my god, did you seriously just say that? Holy crap! Here's the thing, folks. These dumbasses at the CW, they put a sawed-off shotgun straight to the frickin' instep of their foot, and it's a double-barrel sawed-off shotgun, and
No,
they
no,
pulled the trigger, reloaded, and pulled it again.
no. Like I said, it wasn't a shot in the foot. It was a shot in the gut. They shot themselves in the gut with that.
They blew their foot off, and it ricocheted into their gut. How about that?
There we go.
Because
That's better.
here's the thing, folks. Yeah, Cat Grant, that was her name. Here's the thing, folks. They not only made it a Democratic female president, but it's the Democrats and a female president that built the wall in their universe.
That's how you know that Democrats, and they're not all liberals, but that's all a projection. They keep saying that we're so evil for having a border, but they're the same people who do the exact same thing in the CW. They're the ones that want all this crisis, and it's like
they're the ones. Here's the thing, the Democratic Party, and yes, I am going to get a little bit factual here. So, anybody who is afraid of facts, this stream is not for you.
Shut up.
Facts don't care about your feelings. I should point that out. Here's the thing. There's a lot of pork in that last bill that got passed for stimulus. Some of the money that went overseas is to help other countries with their border security. So Democrats have no problem sending money overseas to other countries for their border security, yet they want to tear down
our security border.
Yeah, it's like you don't want our border to be secure. Let me ask you something, folks. Do you really? How can you honestly vote for people who have shown that they care nothing for our security and our safety? Is that your wife calling you? I think. Yep.
Right back.
Okay. Make sure you mute yourself, or actually,
No.
I'll mute you for yourself.
Right back.
Yep. I'll mute you so we don't accidentally hear anything that is not for us to hear. But yeah, stunning and brave Megatron. It's only okay when they do it. Yeah, you're right, and that's what's insane. You're dang right, dude. You're dang right. Even the frickin' Pope, our current Pope, says that walls are evil. We should build bridges instead of walls. What's Vatican City surrounded by? Your Holiness, what is Vatican City surrounded by? And yeah, he may not have built it, Ampek, but here's the thing. He hasn't taken it down either. That one man has done more damage to the Catholic Church than anybody else, or than any other pope before him. He has completely accepted gay marriage in the Catholic Church. Now, don't get me wrong, folks. I'm not a perfect Catholic. I actually don't mind gay marriage. My mom was married to a woman. But the thing is, hardcore Catholics, Vatican City and stuff, he has done a lot of damage, as my friend Odin from OMB Reviews has, or he can go over a lot better than I can. Okay, welcome back. Also, if anybody does want to come into the chat, here is or to chat, movies and whatnot. We are going to start moving away from politics again. If you guys want to come in, Megatron, you better come on in too, because you got a stream next month that you got to get used to being on streams as well, buddy. Yeah, bring in your Transformer big titty or halter top or whatever they call that. And yeah, let's talk some movies. I'll even bring. Do you guys want to hear a very hot take?
There we go.
Like, this is going to be surface of the sun hot. I honestly did not mind the very first Michael Bay Transformers movie.
Oh, okay.
I honestly did not mind it. I thought it was decent. The second one had some good moments, but also a lot of bad moments. I am right below the enemy scrotum. That was a bad moment. Okay, Jens, you come on in too. And then the third one had some good moments and bad moments. The fourth
Some of
one
the well,
was god awful.
yeah, the third one was a kind of cringe for me, but
Then there was, I believe, the third one was god awful because no wait, the third one had some good moments, bad ones. The fourth one, which had the Dinobots in it, that was decent, but it was still
Kinda
not
stupid.
good. And then there was the fifth one. So you're saying that Unicron is built into the Earth. If he wakes up, that's going to kill the Earth. You wrote yourselves into a corner, and no wonder you're not going to continue the dang universe. Those movies made billions of dollars, especially the last two. Yeah, they may have, but here's the thing: they still are objectively trash. But I still didn't mind the first one. The first one had a little bit of campy stupidity and whatnot, but I still liked that little transformer that was a pain in the ass killing everybody and on Air Force One and whatnot. I mean, yeah, it had some humor in it, and then there was just some god awful stupidity, but it was still interesting. I liked it. The score for Transformers, the first one, I really liked it. It actually got an emotional reaction out of me. It actually caused my body to react with goosebumps. That was pretty cool. If I can get, here's the thing, buddy. If I can get any sort of physical reaction out of a movie, that tells me that the movie is doing well. How you doing, Fade Salvation? We're doing good. We're just talking random movies and whatnot, just because. And here's the thing, folks. I have said that a million times already, but here's the thing, folks. If a movie does get that kind of reaction out of me, I will have it, or I will enjoy it to a degree. Now, here are some movies that didn't do it for me. Star Wars Episode 8.
No, that's everyone, yeah.
What were some other movies that just didn't do it for me? Well,
Rise
Tom
of
and Jerry,
Skywalker.
the recent Tom and Jerry one. Yeah, I laughed, sure. There were a couple funny things, but it didn't feel like a Tom and Jerry movie, in my opinion. And I watched that with my whole family, or with my family in the room that I'm in right now. And I even did my review after it and whatnot. Yeah, my cousin, he's 11 years old. He loved it. But you know what? That's good. He loves it from a subjective standpoint, from a general moviegoer point of view. Yeah, Terminator Dark Fate.
That was terrible.
That did not, or only one scene got any sort of, it's like, yeah, that is good. That is a good scene.
The story for that was terrible, though.
Yes, the story was trash. I will never watch that movie, Jay. I will never watch that movie. Charlie's Angels 2019 was a political bullshit movie.
That was laughable for me from watching that. I saw a bit of that. I'm like, nope, I'm out.
Now, a lot of people asked me, what do you think of Episode 9? There are some enjoyable elements to that movie, in my opinion. However, the full movie sucked. The story was horrible. And the person who is responsible for writing the novel, Ray Carlson or whatever her fucking name is, she's a cunt. I will quote a line from her book about ties traveling through hyperspace. Her explanation, they now have the capability. Lucasfilm.
stupid.
Lucasfilm, can I ask you guys a serious question? Why did you hire somebody that stupid and that poor at writing?
For the diversity Olympics. For the
I mean,
oppression
here's the
Olympics.
thing, folks. This woman is so stupid. She's like, I had to wait until the sequels to see a strong female Jedi character who was a lead. I'm like, no, you didn't. Oh, Jens, you're in here. Good to see you.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah,
What's up, gents?
yeah. All right, the Price is Right, the real one. Yeah, yeah. All right, now, yeah, but future. Yeah, just are you talking about Transformers and that? I liked all the films, but I just say though they are popcorn movies.
Yeah, they are.
The popcorn movies, yeah.
Yeah, but I liked some of that. And the have you seen the Netflix
Transformers series? No, I have not.
Yeah.
Never have I.
Yeah, I did. Like, I preferred the films really because, like, Optimus Prime was sort of like in it a bit more, like, but
Yeah.
and because I thought though with the Transformer films, though, the storyline and plot line and that, yeah, you can, and crazy, like, unbelievable stuff that happens is a popcorn movie, but they did get a pretty good sort of like Optimus Prime and whoever he is fighting, like the fight scenes were pretty good. I thought,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mongol.
they spent some detail. Like, I've noticed with all the Transformer films, they do spend a bit of detail with the fight scenes.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening, Mongo?
Not much. I want to show my fries, my plate of fries. You know
Oh,
those fries.
you should turn those into poutine. Get some greasy gravy and some cheddar cheese.
If I had some cheese, I would have totally put that on these fries. Like, we didn't have any shredded cheese. I'm like, all right,
now
it's gonna go with regular fries. Anyhow.
Yeah, JM 2021. Yes, Ahsoka Tano is actually the answer to that one thing of a female lead Jedi, because in 2008 there was this movie that was made by George Lucas and Dave Filoni. It was called The Clone Wars. Mm-hmm. There was a female lead. Oh my gosh, isn't that amazing? Her name was Ahsoka Tano, voiced by the voice actress Ashley Eckstein. Here's the thing. She was a lead. So Ray Carlston or Ray Cunthead, I don't know. But anyway, Ray the Cunt. Let's just call her that, Ray the Cunt. You saying that you had to wait 40 years to see a live action this or that. No, you fucking didn't. No, you friggin' didn't. You had to wait 30 some odd years, and you probably didn't like the Clone War movie because, well, it wasn't made for you because you weren't a flaming SJ, or because you're a flaming SJW. And according to your own stupidity logic from your gal pal Brie Larson, it's not made for us. Here's the thing, folks. Regardless of what you think about movies are made for, give me an E, and it ends with E, everyone.
Man, we're going to a rave.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yep. And here's the thing about Ahsoka Tano. The one thing I tell people is, if you want to make a new character for a franchise like Star Wars, make original characters, not trying to beat off of someone else's character like Luke Skywalker or Anakin Skywalker. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Ahsoka, everybody loves Ahsoka Tano. She's originally made. She was originally made, not
She was an
She's not-
original character.
yeah, but
yeah.
you see what the attempts are, aren't you, with that High Republic?
Oh, that's a
God.
joke. That's
That's
like
right.
dude. That's code
Oh.
for toilet paper. That's
The
code
High
for toilet
Yeah.
paper.
Republic
That-
is nothing
that
but
rock thing.
Jedi who are high on cannabis. I mean, there is a reason why they call it.
Wait.
Think about it. They must have been high creating the High Republic. They
Wait,
created
Orange.
a rock character.
Yeah,
Wait, Orange.
yeah.
Are you talking about cannabis or pixie sticks? Or pixie dust?
Cannabis, pixie sticks, whatever gets you high.
Yeah. Well,
They
there
must
would
have
have been.
gotten-
Yeah. Well, I think there would have been some drug users in the Star Wars universe and that, but they'd have probably got out like hippies and got their own colony or something and that, and they probably look like they're not Jedi's because they're getting smashed all the time. And I think though, yeah, the Jedi is probably sort of like as a sort of religion in it, and so with all religions, like the
Exactly. The Jedi
Yeah,
was
they don't-
referred to as an ancient religion in the original trilogy.
Yep.
yeah. Well, they don't promote drug use, do they? So maybe there was a few of them that just like would sneak off to Tatooine or something and have a few joints.
Mhm.
Well, here's the thing, folks. Again, they must have been high when coming out with the High Republic because they have Jedi that can have sex. They have a character who is a rock.
Yeah, just
They
yeah,
have
yeah.
some
You're talking
gay-
about the writers.
They have some
I
gay.
think about
Well, yeah, the writers must have been high. They have
no, they've got better ideas than that. It's gonna be nice.
they have some gay version of Han Solo. They have here's another thing that pissed me off, folks. If you know your lore from Star Wars, that Squadrons game that a lot of people praise and say is such a great game, they know nothing about nothing. Because here's the thing, you have a rebel Trandoshan.
Yep.
If you know your lore, tell me what's wrong with that.
Yep.
I don't know.
They hunt Wookiees, don't they?
I the
Yes,
first time I've heard of a Transdoshian.
a Trandoshan or the Trandoshans as a species are completely intolerant to Wookiees. Meaning,
Mm.
if there was in the event that there is somehow a Trandoshan that could tolerate a Wookiee, that Trandoshan would actually be hunted by his own kind and killed
Mm.
because of the dishonor he brought to their race. That is how crazy that race is.
Yeah,
Trandoshans absolutely hate Wookiees. That is why they allied with the Empire, even though they knew that they were seen as less.
right. So they're not in the films then, are they? They're in the book.
Oh, the Trandoshans are all over the films. You got Bosk, you got those ones that were trying to kill Ahsoka and other Jedi. You got a bunch of them.
Hmm.
But this one that is supposed to be a rebel pilot, it's like, no, I'm sorry. You don't know, whoever did this, you don't know your lore.
Nope.
Yeah. Well,
But then they're like, well, that's George Lucas lore. George Lucas was the fucking creator.
Yep.
He established the rules.
well, the writers can't create because they've got no life experience. Because I was saying, like, best writers are usually like people who've had a lot of experience in that. And the thing with Star Wars is George Lucas, he wanted to make like a war film, as in like it's basically a war film in space and that. But obviously he wanted to create a bit more sort of like fantasy with it and that, and have people using the Force and that. But
Yeah.
the writers today, they won't know about war. They probably haven't even watched war films and that. And so all they know is sort of like talking programs and that. It's like the same thing with the MCU. All their writers are going to be writing stories where Captain America's just sat at a coffee table discussing that his ankles are getting fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, there is one writer who actually was forced to rage quit because of Filoni. Her
Yep.
name was Karen Travis. She was part of the original Lucasfilm story group, one
Mhm.
of the best of them. And here's why. She went full freaking Tolkien and actually with the Mandalorians.
Mm.
She
Yep.
created a freaking language, a culture, a history, a viable history,
Heritage.
and heritage, yes. She created a universe around the Mandalorians themselves.
Yep.
You all right? All right. Just checking on my hand and
Good.
whatnot. What they should have done. Hey, Ambassador, good to see you. What they
Yo,
should
what's
have
up, brother?
done was
Yeah,
put
right,
the Trandoshans or the Trandoshan with Empire would have made more sense. Just saying, you're right. They should have, but the problem was, even with the Empire, they would not have allowed that to happen because the Empire was strictly human only.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And they basically didn't want any aliens in the military unless they had exceptional, and I do mean exceptional skill. There was
Yep.
only one alien in the Empire, and his name was Grand Admiral
Admiral
Mithra
Thrawn.
Nurodo, or Mithra Nurodo, also known as Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Yep.
He was the only alien in the Empire.
Man, he was like the General Napoleon of Star Wars. If we think about it.
He was, or he made he made Napoleon.
Yeah.
He made that little short shit midget look like a kindergartner. Napoleon Bonaparte was a very tactical and genius level analyst and strategist.
Mm-hmm.
But even he lost at Waterloo.
Well, because he he became overconfident. He overexhausted his resources. Yeah.
Not only that, Thrawn and Napoleon, they both lost by different means. Where Thrawn underestimated underestimated the species life debt of the Noghri.
Well, not only that, he also got betrayed by his own bodyguard too.
Yeah, the Noghri bodyguard.
Yeah.
Because they were life debted to Darth Vader and his bloodline.
Yep, acolytes.
The entire species life debted to Darth Vader and his bloodline. And that is a wonderful gift that the Noghri have. They can sense and smell bloodlines.
That's
so
kind of creepy, but yeah.
When they were about to kill Leia, one of them smelled, it's like, Malarayush. And it's like, yeah, daughter of Vader.
So basically just shot it. Basically just shot him right in the. He basically just shot Thrawn right in the chair. Yeah.
No, he stabbed him in the chair. He's like,
well, yeah.
Boom, you're dead.
Yeah, right in the chair. Just.
All of them had underground knew how to underground contact each other. They were basically like CIA when it came to contacting each other. They knew how to do it without being traced.
Yep.
I have first edition Thrawn trilogy, one of my prized pieces of the Star Wars collection. That is awesome, Ambassador.
Yeah, I also have my collection of the Thrawn trilogy as well. So it's a pretty good book series.
I mean, I read that trilogy, or my brother has the trilogy, and he also has all the books basically except for Fate of the Jedi series.
That's right.
And
That's
here's
what I
the
want
thing.
next.
He has them all that are not, or he has most of them, not all of them, but most of them, and
There's
they're
16
all
or something.
or they don't have the Legends banner.
Oh, he has the original one. He has
He
the old
was
school
getting
one.
them all as they were released.
Yeah, the whole
Mhm.
old school ones. Yeah.
Well, I know there's quite a few because I thought there was only about 4 or 5. Well, no, there's about 40, 50. Something.
Yeah.
See, my favorite. Well, let's talk about good Star Wars this time. So, I would say my favorite book trilogy or my favorite book series of Star Wars is the Darth Bane trilogy.
He's one of my favorite Sith Lords.
Yep, my favorite is always gonna be Revan, but Darth Bane's story is really stretched out in the best way possible, in my opinion.
A lot of people love to shit on the Rule of Two book. Here's the thing.
And
The Rule of Two book, no offense to Lethal Lightning and to the others who say it is a trash book, it may be the weakest of the books, but
Still
by
good.
no means is it trash. Because here's the thing, folks.
yeah.
Darth Bane is a hulking figure
Yeah,
because
he's
of
huge.
working in the Cortosis mines.
Yep.
But not only did he have an instinctual tie to the Force,
hmm
he was all 3 classifications of Force user.
Yep.
Mm.
He was a consular, he was a sentinel, and he was a guardian of the Jedi classifications. But but as a Sith, he was a sorcerer, juggernaut, and a middle of the roader, so to speak.
The biggest thing for me about Bane, I would consider him as a scholar when it comes to the Force, like techniques and powers. He can really destroy, literally hundreds of different ways with his blade or the Force.
Oh yeah.
He was if there's a if there's a PhD, Darth Bane would have it in the Force.
Here's the thing, folks. Darth Bane literally from like 6 meters, or from like maybe 30 feet from his yard to his patio,
Mm-hmm.
literally when it started to rain, stopped all of the rain from touching a single drop of his body with his lightsaber.
Yep.
And all he was doing was swishing or doing flourishes and jumps.
Yeah.
And it was a downpour. It started as a drizzle, and then it became a downpour, and he didn't let one drop touch him.
Mm.
Yep. But he did have one.
Brie Larson.
He did. I was going to say he did have one match though. There's like one Jedi who can actually match him in combat, and that was Lord Hoth, leader of the
And he never fought Lord Hoth.
No, but as far as the skill wise, because like I said, Lord Hoth was a Jedi battle master, and he utilizes the Force to enhance his ability as well. So he's just as fast or just as strong as Bane in that sense too.
Yeah.
Bane fought a battle master.
Yeah. Well,
and
both
slaughtered
of them together ain't gonna be able to beat Brie Larson's Jedi. Apparently.
Brie Larson can suck a fat one, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, folks.
What's the rundown on that?
I'm pretty sure there's, if you look hard enough and deep enough, pun intended, you'll find some company out there that makes lightsaber hilts that are dildos.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Brie Larson would order one.
Yeah. Use the Force.
one that vibrates.
Speaking of, have you guys speaking of use the Force, did you guys ever hear that Kevin Smith thing about how he was on the set of episode 7?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
And then he talked about having to go
and
back to the hotel and have sex with his wife.
Picture of his face crying.
No, I'm talking about
that's every other movie. That's every other movie.
Yeah.
We see
That-
Kevin Smith's eyes full of tears.
Yeah, dude looks like a chimpanzee now.
Yeah.
He seriously
That was
looks like a chimpanzee with all the weight he lost.
Yeah. Well, that was on the set of episode 9, where apparently one of the endings was where all the like Jedi sort of like like Force ghosts and start cheering on Rey and that. And
Oh man.
yeah, and apparently that's what made Kevin Smith cry. But the thing, for some reason, went with the kissing each other at the end.
Yeah. And here's the thing,
So-
folks. The Kevin Smith thing from episode 7, he's talking about how he's getting it on with his wife. And then and she is drunk as a skunk, and she's like, "Use the Force, fucker."
Oh my
It's like-
gosh.
Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious. I could not stop laughing.
Well,
I honestly
yeah.
couldn't.
well, at the time they didn't know like how shit it was going to be, so like they probably thought, yeah. Like,
I mean,
'cause
nowadays
that-
he just looks like he looks like a freaking chimpanzee. Look at his ears.
he's old, though, isn't he? He's
Yeah,
getting on
he's-
a bit.
I mean, if I could, I'm gonna look that up. It's like, god damn it, how old is he?
Well, like I'm 45, and I know he's about 10 or 20 years older than me, so he's at least in his 50s,
Six-
How
late
old
50s,
is Kevin
early
Smith?
60s.
Kevin Smith is 50 years old.
Wow.
Huh?
He looks like he's in his 60s.
Yeah, I thought he was older than.
He's gonna be
Yeah.
51 this year. And dude,
Oh,
did he
yeah,
like
well, he's
survive,
looking-
or did he like have cancer or something? Because of all the weight he lost, it's like, dude, he lost an
Yeah, I
unhealthy
think,
amount
I
of
think he
weight,
did have some problem, didn't he?
other than being overweight.
No, but like I think it could have been like stress or something. Because some people, I don't know, but I know there was something maybe, or it was like one of them thingy diets that just stressed him out, like one of them real strict ones.
Hmm.
It could have been weight problems because sometimes like yeah.
I mean, he
So
was in Daredevil, and I swear to God, he was talking shit to a dude online, saying how he was gonna freaking rewrite his molecules with a scalpel or something. That was pretty cool.
So I got a question for you guys. Or
Oh.
since we're going back to the Breed of Arson Jedi thing, what's the story behind that? Because this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Oh
What's the-
God, somebody or they want her to be in one of the Star Wars things, and she wants to be a
Oh.
Jedi, and it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that
there
part
are
I did,
some
but-
things that are a violation of the laws of physics, and then there are some things that are a violation of the laws of nature. Brie Larson is a violation of the laws of nature. You will not
Mhm.
let her be a Jedi, because if you do, you will have not only pushed away all
Entire fandom.
of the fandom, you will have pushed away
Um,
even the new ones, because she will have been so bad.
Well, what my question stands for, what's the whole deal about her quote unquote Jedi character being more powerful than Darth Vader? That's where I saw that. I'm like, what?
I did
What
not
Jedi-
hear anything about
Yeah,
that, but it just sounds absurd.
Yeah.
Well,
I saw a different report, a different rumor that she wants to be a Jedi character, that they're gonna write her Jedi character to be more powerful than Anakin Skywalker or Darth Vader. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, well, this is the Captain Marvel syndrome, where they think, right, people like characters who are strong, and so to be a strong character, you've got to be the best at everything, and that's why they'd be like, oh yeah, if she's going to be a Jedi, she's going to be real good.
Didn't she want a purple lightsaber? I feel like I saw a tweet.
Yeah, I saw
she
it too.
wanted a
Yeah, I
purple
saw it.
lightsaber, and it's like,
not
man,
Mace
of
Windu.
course
you
you
haven't
do.
earned
I
a
don't-
purple
no,
Of
lightsaber.
course you
No,
want
no,
the cool one.
No, that purple lightsaber, that story, I think it was, she said like, oh, she held
Oh, yeah, Samuel L. Jackson's,
yeah,
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson's purple
Yeah.
lightsaber, and she
Mm.
felt the force or whatever. She felt it was like,
Yeah, she probably felt the force.
Yeah.
It was probably
Yeah.
it was probably the BBC force.
yeah, it was a purple.
No, I'll say this much: you're talking about making lightsabers out of dildos. Just make one that vibrates for her. There we go.
Yeah. Then she could say she was using the Force to pleasure herself.
I don't, yeah, I think Brie Larson could be one of them that like don't even like sex because like she's had a lot of plastic surgery. No, but when you have a lot of plastic surgery, there's some things you. But yeah,
Hell.
I still give her one though. If you're listening, Brie. I don't care like you. Yeah, I don't care if you're gonna
Bree, if you're
Star Wars
listening,
franchise.
call me, okay?
Here's the thing, Brie.
Have you got a YouTube channel?
If you're actually listening, I'll invite you onto my channel. I'll even have a nice civil talk with you. Will I treat you like the Disney princess that Disney treat? Shush.
I will.
Will I treat you like the Disney princess that you kind of perceive yourself to be? No, I will not. I will ask you tough questions. I will ask you tough questions, and I will basically say, you know what? Here's the chance for you and I to have a civil discussion, and I will take back every mean thing. I will take back every mean thing I've ever said about you.
Dude,
I will apologize to you if you actually agreed to come on to or if you agreed to come on to my stream.
Well, the moment you say civil discussion, she'll just hang up. Nope, I'm out.
Well, here's the thing. It still stands. If she ever does want to come onto my channel, she is more than welcome. I'm not going to coddle her. I am not going to coddle her. I am going to have a discussion with her, and I'm going to ask her, I get your activism, and I get that you said certain controversial things, but here's the thing. No politics is going to be discussed here. But here's the thing. Do you feel that identity politics is, or at least the marketing way of it for films now, is dehumanizing? You're hiring a woman because she's a woman. What happened to the skill? What happened to hiring on merit? Yep. Why does a woman, or why should a woman automatically be cast or be hired simply because she's a woman?
Yeah, she'll look at you like a sad puppy.
It's called. Yeah.
And if she says that's not what I believe in, it's like, well, I'm sorry, but a lot of people seem to get that off of you with the way that you talk. You seem to be you seem to be misandrous, or you seem to be very misandrist when it comes to certain things.
Which is part of the Hollywood elite.
I mean,
the devil worshipping, Satan loving commies.
And a lot of, and here's another thing. Were you one of the signatories to that Le Monde article where all of you, or where all the governments of the world must restructure society and for payment equality or financial equality and equity and whatnot? Do you not realize that people will call you out and say, you first, show that you're willing to commit to it, give up your fancy cars, give up your fancy homes, give up all of your money, because that is what it's going to take.
Well,
do you realize that you are going to have to make those steps before you expect the rest of the world to?
Yeah. Well, all she wants is a credit score, a social credit score system. So you have to go rent or watch her movies. And she won't be able to get on any public transport.
Because here's the thing. If it comes to, or when it comes to any real celebrity that I respect Gina Carano. She follows me on Twitter, and I support Gina Carano, and I stand with Gina Carano. I also stand with people like Dean Cain, who also acknowledges people. Kirstie Alley, Christy Swanson. Now, yes, political leanings, they're all aligned, but that's not what I am following them for. I am following them because they happen to be nice people.
Mhm.
Yep, that's true.
And another thing, there's another actress that I actually got a happy birthday tweet to Mr. T. He actually liked it. That was pretty cool. But here's another
Wait,
thing.
wait, wait! You got a like from Mr. T. You lucky.
Yeah, I got a like from Mr. T years ago.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
I wished him
I
happy
pity the
birthday.
fool.
I wished him happy birthday, and he actually liked it. It's like, what the fuck? I mean, it's like, holy shit. I mean, there's people like, or when it comes to music, I was talking to Price about music earlier. I like all sorts of different music. I even like some of the music YouTubers like Dan Vask, Peter Hollins, Fox and Hound, and many others.
Mhm.
They do some great freaking music. And I shared out Peter Hollins' video one time. He liked and responded to it. And I'm like, oh my God, I was a starstruck moron for a while. I mean, I
Yeah.
was literally dumbstruck and starstruck at the same time because he is a big name. He may not be as big as Hollywood, but he is still a big name and he is a humble person.
Yep.
And it's like, oh my gosh, man, that is so cool. To be
Yeah.
acknowledged by big names, it's not
Yeah.
a goal of mine. It is not a goal of mine by any means or any stretch. But I will try to strike up conversation with them just to see if they are willing. Now,
So
does that?
I would call. I was going to say I would call that an accidental achievement. When you think about
Yeah,
it.
basically, it was an accidental achievement with the whole Gina Carano thing. And it's
Yeah.
like, I'm like, wait, what? And then I looked, and then as I was scrolling down on my notifications, it says Gina Carano is falling. I'm like, wait, what? And then I'm like, I basically had a seizure. And I'm like, the fuck? It is the coolest thing, sure. Yeah, it is always a wonderful thing to be followed by a celebrity. It is always a wonderful thing to be followed by the people that I am also followed by, the people in the porn industry and whatnot. And I have actually gone out of my way to help spread the word about people in the porn industry. Here's the thing, folks. They're just people.
Mhm.
They are just people.
Yeah,
Kenzie
bestiality
Taylor.
if they're not.
Kenzie Taylor, Axel Braun, Seth Campbell, Tory Black. And here, I'm going to actually tell you guys this. This is a funny story. There was this e-thought that tried to basically was hoping I would get my because I decided to play around with them because I knew exactly what they were all about. How they're like, what are you looking for in a relationship? Do you want this? No. And so she starts sending me all these videos and whatnot. And I'm like, that tattoo looks very familiar, as does this woman. So I'm like, so I reverse searched it as soon as she sent me a photo of herself. And I reverse searched it immediately. It comes up Instagram Tory Black. And I'm like, right. So I played with this person for a full freaking week. She was sending me all these things from Tory Black's OnlyFans, her personal content.
Probably wanted she.
Yeah, it probably wasn't, but it's like, and so when this idiot kept on asking me, so are you going to send me money and how much or has your stimulus check come in? It's like, not yet. Still hasn't because the IRS is a pain in the ass. But anyway, I'm like, now it's time to ask you a serious question. How long do you think I have known that you are not you, or you are not who you say you are? And they're like, what? I'm like, how long do you think I have not known, or do you think that I have known? How you doing, Ambassador?
Hey.
And it's like, how long do you think I have not, or I have known that you are not Tory Black? This person was dumbstruck. And I'm like, here's the thing. You used a person who has an identifiable mark on their body, which is a unique tattoo to say the least, and it's also placed in a unique area. You thought that you could pass yourself off as some hot chick who's going to be interested in somebody like me who's on fucking welfare? What
Sounds
kind
about
of
right.
idiot do you think I am? I have no qualms talking about what position I am in financially. I am on welfare, folks. I'm not the best looking guy out there. And you honestly think that a freaking porn star is going to be interested in me in any slight way sexually? Fuck no.
Hey man,
Yeah.
dude, Orange, you'd be surprised, bro. Orange, you'd be so surprised.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing, folks.
some of them, like,
And it's like, here's the thing. Don't try scamming people. And I tell this person, don't try scamming people. Because I know people. I'm not going to hunt you down. I'm not going to freaking kill you. But I know people who are celebrities like Tory Black, Kenzie Taylor, Axel Braun. I've talked with people like them. Oh, we got another person in the background. Fade Salvation. Good to see you.
Good.
And
Yeah, I was
that's
gonna
my
say-
match for right
I was
now.
gonna say it's good to see you, Ambassador, as well.
Yeah.
See you again.
Price is Right is used well, and Jen's. Where the hell have you been? I haven't seen you in forever, dude. What the hell? It's like you fell off the face of the freaking planet and just fell into a hole. Now, if it was a hole that you enjoyed being in, okay, fine. But still, where the hell you been?
yeah, I've been really like watching mainly. Watching YouTube.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I've been doing a bit of busking because the weather's got a bit better in that than so recently. Yeah, but it's been like I was with the lockdowns. I was having to go to my mother's to get 20 quid like nearly every sort of month-ish, sort of like because I was like getting that short. I'm like, oh, so yeah, it was like right bad.
Hey, it's all good. I hadn't seen you in forever, and just like, where's Jens been? I haven't seen Jens in my chat. I haven't seen Jens anywhere. It's like he just went poof. Sadly.
Yeah.
So good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
I've been watching and that like there's
Hey,
yeah, but recently.
I got you.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Groovy.
I'm going to pause him so we don't accidentally hear anything that we shouldn't. Oh, he'll be right back like that. Okay. But anyway, so after this idiot tried passing off Tory Black's content as this person her own and tried to get me to pay for that stuff, it's like, Axel, you're the only person I know with the connections to the rest of the ladies and the actresses in the porn industry who some of them might have OnlyFans. So I would like to draw your attention to the fact that there are people trying to scam and pass themselves off as them, and they're using their OnlyFans exclusive content. And he's like, yeah, we're aware of them. They've been trying this, or they've been doing this for a lot. We've been trying to stop it, but it's not something that is easily stopped. And I'm like, well, I'm definitely, or if you guys need help, I reached out to OnlyFans. I tried telling, it's like, can you guys try to create like a protective algorithm that prevents, for fuck's sake, Twitter's DMs do not allow any video put on in their messaging to be downloaded. You can't download any video from a Twitter direct message. Why can't OnlyFans use a similar algorithm?
Good question.
Yeah,
So
I think the answer, like, really would be just make sure it's a reliable source, as in, like, yeah, you sort of like trust the
Now,
website or whatever.
yeah. Now, if these people are paying for this content and paying to have it as part of a collection for their willy stroking, well, fine. But now that is something that is unavoidable. And he's back.
So, Mongo, I just gotta ask you, how excited are you for
Yeah.
Wednesday?
Oh, it's an experience, you know.
And
Excited for Wednesday.
Yeah.
The
What's on?
anticipation is building. It's building,
Hmm.
and I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
What's happening Wednesday
Yeah.
or Friday?
Oh,
Wednesday.
GVK, Godzilla vs Kong,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
comes out in the
I'm waiting.
US.
I'll be
Okay.
seeing it.
And
That's pretty fun.
Finally, I got my computer working. Hey, you guys.
okay,
Yeah,
good to
he's-
see you, buddy.
the wonderful thing is, the state I'm in, theaters are actually open.
What state
Well,
do you live in?
nice.
Good. That's good.
Huh?
What state
state
do
do
you
you
live
live
in?
Where do you live?
I live in the state that looks like a boot.
Okay,
Really?
so you heard that, everyone. Go to Italia.
I mean, that's good. It's
I
like
live in
Italy?
I live in Indiana.
Oh, no.
Indiana
Oh.
looks like a boot.
Shh, we didn't want them to
Or-
know. We
or
wanted to send them
doesn't.
to the wrong country on purpose.
No,
I was
Ambassador.
thinking Louisiana at first. 'cause I was
Ambassador.
thinking
Alaska looks like a
Chef's
boot. What are you
boot.
talking about?
Alaska looks
Indiana
like a
looks
boot.
more like a
Indiana
boot.
looks like a boot.
Yeah.
Florida looks like a drunk boot.
No, Florida looks like a gun. Actually,
Yeah, it does kind of look like a gun, doesn't it?
I would actually say Florida looks like something.
Jesus, we
more,
lost Fade again.
I would say Florida looks like something a little more phallic. Just saying.
It does kind of look like a limp
America's
noodle now that you
gone.
bring it up.
And
does
now
kinda
every
look
time
like
you
a
look
limp
at a
noodle.
map, you remember that it was the ambassador who made you think, "Wow, Florida looks like looks phallic."
Mm.
Dude, you guys want to hear something crazy? Yes, this is going to
You.
get sexual.
well, there isn't crazy here as you.
I don't want to.
I know you
Orange, we don't
wanna,
want to know
Ambassador.
about whatever.
Cover your ears.
Okay.
A friend of mine posted on a freaking adult kind of group on Facebook
Oh, good lord.
a T-Rex toy, shall we
Oh,
say.
geez.
How you doing, Phil? And I'm like,
Oh, good
and I had to ask the obvious question. How the hell do they know what a Rex dong looks like?
Oh, jeez.
Well, you could possibly make a hypothesis, and from the skeletal structure of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and
Ambassador,
yes,
this is not a question that should be answered.
sure it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, yes, it is. I'm going to answer this question. I am going to be the Sheldon of this group. You could take measurements of a full Tyrannosaurus skeleton, and you could extrapolate what the size and dimensions of its genitalia would be, both male and female. And then from there,
and
then-
drop out of
and
and then
then-
drop back into.
And then from there, you could extrapolate how exactly two tyrannosaurs
no, dude,
would
no,
procreate.
no, shush.
Well,
What the hell?
Ambassador, wait, Ambassador,
Yes?
wait, Ambassador.
Yes.
But if you can measure what a dong of a T-Rex looks like, what about titties on a female T-Rex? How big are they?
Well, they wouldn't. The price. Here's the thing: dinosaurs are reptiles. They would not have mammary glands whatsoever, because
Oh my god.
they did not. Tyrannosaurs did not nurse their young. They fed them live prey.
I know.
Okay.
I have been watching way too much Big Bang Theory, but I'm okay with that because I'm actually up to season 3 and I'm really enjoying it.
I'm glad you enjoy the Big Bang Theory. I hate that show.
Orange, you hate everything
You're damn right I do.
Exactly.
except
Yeah,
porn.
it's good.
You hate everything
good,
but
Big Bang.
porn.
Well, I get more respect from the porn industry than I do from anything else. So
I have more respect for
Um,
hentai, if anything.
Hmm.
I
Orange,
haven't been
that's not-
contacted from anybody in the hentai industry. Not that I
Oh,
would want to,
Orange.
because some of them are some
Orange.
screwed up people. What?
Mm.
Hey, Orange, that's not respect. It's just because you give them money.
I don't give them money. Are you kidding me? I haven't paid a damn cent for porn.
Yeah, well, so yeah.
But-
So
but-
then,
but-
what you're
Well-
then what you're saying is, Orange, is that you watch porn that we should all feel ashamed for you. Just saying.
Yeah,
Well,
dude.
here's
I was able to. I was able to review. I was able to review the parody simply because I have connections with other people. I will.
Yes, we know.
But when it comes to the Black Widow parody that I'm going to review for Axel and whatnot, it's like I'll review it, and you know what? This time I will actually pay for it. This will be the only time I ever pay for porn and whatnot.
Wait a minute,
we
Orange,
watching-
Orange. What about the Captain Marvel parody? Have you watched that yet?
I did a review for it.
Actually, he
How do you
did. I
think I got-
know.
How do you think I
We
got
did a-
followed by Axel Braun?
Yeah, we got a whole
Um,
we had a whole debate stream on it.
Yeah, we had
Yeah,
a whole debate stream on it, which members
yeah.
of the porn industry actually watched. And he and Axel even messaged me that night. Thank you for showing such appreciation to our work.
Didn't the actress herself, Taylor, message you, or the actress
She
stuff?
retweeted it, yep, after it ended, but she still retweeted it.
Oh, that's funny.
Thing is, guys, like I
More
said,
views to get.
they're just people who happen to be employed to have sex or record people and direct people to have sex.
Or
Well-
play music for backing.
Even Jesus showed pity on Mary Magdalene.
Mary
Yep.
Magdalene was not a freaking whore. That is a classic
Yes.
misrepresentation of the facts. I've read the Bible. She was the one who witnessed him coming out of the tomb.
Orange, I
Yeah,
know this. Remember,
absolutely.
I am myself a Christian. I also went through
Killing
seminary.
yourself.
So, yes, I'm very well aware that that was a little bit of a seminarian joke.
Oh, okay. Well then, okay. I did not know.
Dude, Orange.
You're
That's
talking
a
to a
joke.
guy who can read and speak ancient biblical Hebrew. Just saying.
Indiana Jones
Damn.
shit there.
Well, just so you know, Orange,
Someone
you
had to
got two
get
Christians.
fancy there.
You got two Christians in this group, so we're good.
You also have
I'm
a
a bit of a Christian and all.
Well,
Huh.
technically speaking, you've got two Christians, and I'm in a interdenominational marriage because my wife is Catholic. I'm
Yeah, so there we
Protestant.
go.
I'm a
We
Da Vinci
know we're
Code
Christian.
Catholic.
But technically, I am the denomination I'm in. I'm Methodist. We're 2 steps below Catholic, literally.
Chug.
Mongo, what are you drinking?
It's just water. It's water. It's just a big.
Yeah,
Jeez, dude.
I work outside, so I try to hydrate very regularly.
See, this guy
Yeah,
above
I-
me.
you
Not only
know,
does he
but
like
diet is
Godzilla,
awesome
he's
too.
smart. He knows how to hydrate.
But as for me, it's like, as I
course
said
it-
on Twitter,
of course
it
it
is
does.
criminal that we have to wait this
Mango.
long for Godzilla versus Kong.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Stupid, yeah.
is
you
criminal.
realize we're talking about Warner Brothers.
They're distributing
they're-
it only.
They're
Yeah, they're probably going to toss each other up at the
Okay,
end.
let's just break it down this way. The people who wanted the Snyder Cut had to fight for 4 freaking years to get that movie.
Yep.
The execs at Warner Brothers deserve to be on the short bus, and I don't mean like the short bus. I mean like the ultra short bus, like
I was on
the
that
short bus that the other people on the other short bus go and like. Geez, at least we're smarter than them.
Well, it's even smaller. It might as well just be a yellow minivan at that point.
Exactly. That's my point.
So who do you think is going to win then? King Kong or Godzilla?
Oh, it's
Because
dude, It's going to
already
come
know,
down.
but I'm not
Okay,
gonna
let's
say
just be
it.
let's be candid here. We all know that they're going to have to team up against another
Yeah,
kaiju. Just
Yeah.
saying.
yeah.
Quote
So
unquote
I don't
That's what I'm
think.
thinking.
But
Call it a draw.
if we were
team up. Yeah.
But if we were going to go like a head-to-head battle, my money on the G-Man.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Godzilla's.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
G-Man.
I'm sorry.
Godzilla has
Yeah.
calmed
I
down.
mean, have you
Well,
all seen the meme of the people in the zoo sitting in front of the gorilla going, "Guys, I'll do the best I can," but you realize it's a radioactive dinosaur.
Yeah. And it can fire. What's that? They call it, but it's
Atomic
like a
breath.
flame in it. Yeah.
Atomic breath.
Yeah.
Atomic breath.
Yeah, atomic breath. Yeah, and like King Kong, even though gorillas are quite tough against atomic breath, no, it's going to get smashed
Well,
all
even
over.
with
it,
his
like,
even with his little
incinerated, mate.
Godzilla fin axe or whatever it is. Yeah, you take that away. Yeah, Godzilla's tough, but Godzilla is a radioactive dinosaur.
Mm,
I'm calling him a dinosaur.
Radioactive.
He's
and
not
he
a
knew a
damn
bit of
dinosaur.
karate.
He eats dinosaurs.
He's the king of the. There's a reason he's called the king of the monsters. Hello.
Wait.
Is
Hold on,
No.
Ambassador.
yes.
Did you just say King of the Monsters?
No, king of the monsters.
Okay. It sounded like you said monsters.
No, I said monsters.
You said monsters.
I very clearly and specifically said monsters.
I
In
missed
immortal
that
words-
episode of the Monsters. Sorry, I
Yeah, same here.
In the
forgot when
immortal-
Godzilla visited.
In the immortal words, I said monsters. Monsters. Perhaps if
Good,
you
he's
watch
defending this horribly.
Hey, Orange, maybe if you watched a little less adult entertainment, you'll be able to hear better. Just saying. Maybe all those-
That's his eyesight. That's his eyesight.
Maybe
Yeah,
all
that's the ice
maybe all
cream.
those O faces have rendered you partially deaf. Just saying.
Maybe all
Or should I
those,
say-
and maybe all those biblical pages has rendered you stupid. Because here's the
He's probably
thing:
watching
you
it now.
don't go deaf from watching porn; you go blind from watching porn.
Yeah. He's probably
But
watching
yeah,
it
if
now.
you're
That's why.
But if you're
It
wanting
was,
to wear headphones, so you make sure that your family doesn't hear you listening to it, you wear headphones. And if you wear headphones and you have the volume up too high, particularly with all those fake O faces, it can make you go deaf. Because let's be candid here. I wasn't always a Christian and I wasn't always married. And let's be honest, no woman ever gets that loud in real life.
Yeah, right.
So, Orange,
they do.
I'm just saying,
Mm.
I think the porn has affected your hearing.
You stick a knife to a bear's throat, she'll scream as loud as you want.
So, Faye, does that cure you?
But
Yes.
no, only joking there though, in case anyone's like thinking that. Yeah, that was a joke. That
Oh
was
my
a
god.
joke.
I mean, because
No
that's
worries,
actually
I
one of
Do
my.
not stick. Do not stick anything near any woman about unless she wants it.
Because that's actually one of my theories is that this Mechagodzilla, there's going to be a Kiryu moment in it.
Mm.
You
Because
think?
they're basically, from all of the stuff that they have done with the behind the scenes and whatnot, yes, I have seen the behind the scenes stuff that they have been marketing. And they've basically confirmed that they're using Ghidorah's skull and brain.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, they're gonna do a whole Godzilla against Mechagodzilla and pull a Kiryu. This thing is going to freaking be possessed. I'm guessing that right out.
Probably. Yeah.
Probably.
And I've said that, and I even said that when I saw Mechagodzilla. It's like something tells me that Ghidorah
No, I
is
haven't-
a part of this, and something tells me that Ghidorah is going to be used with the whole Mechagodzilla thing. We're going to get a Kiryu.
Pretty much.
Now I got a kind of a question about that. Do you think Mega King Ghidorah will appear in this, or
No, Not in a,
Probably
not,
not.
not in a
Probably
million
not.
years.
No,
Here's the
they
thing,
won't,
folks.
they won't go that far, thankfully.
Here's the thing, folks. If you were going to do a Mecha King Ghidorah, you would have to do it accurately. How many
Yep.
heads were organic on Mecha King Ghidorah? 2.
One.
How many organic heads?
Was it 2? I thought it was 1.
He only had one mechanized head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
only one.
Okay.
His body was
Yeah, one-
mechanized. His wings were mechanized. His tails were not.
Yeah.
Okay. I stand corrected.
However, and he had 2 organic heads.
Basically, it was a cyborg.
A lot of people, yes, he was a cyborg, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, they're gonna do Mecha King Ghidorah." I'm like, "No, they're not. They're gonna do
No.
Mecha Godzilla if they do anything." And they're like, "Well, it's on Skull Island. What about Robocong?" I'm like, "Don't even talk about that, you idiots."
Talk about a Hail Mary. Like, holy cow.
That would just be retarded. No offense.
Mhm.
I am
Oh my
Ghidorah
gosh,
of
speak-
Borg.
You know, that-
Resistance is futile.
See, that's what the woke. That's what
Speaking
woke. That's
of
what woke. That's what the woke
which-
SJWs would do.
oh
to
my
you.
gosh, people! I have been. I wholly expect to be kicked off of Twitter
Yeah, you're cutting out. I
again
think.
in the next, I don't know, month. Because I did use a word called retardation. And what? I'm cutting out. Can you hear me now?
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, they're basically saying, wait,
You're cutting
no,
out.
what's going
Yeah,
on?
you're a robot.
I'll be right back.
We'll be right here.
Yeah.
I'll be right here, Elliot.
Oh my god, indeed.
I'll say this, Ambassador.
You forgot
Yes?
the glowing finger too.
Mm.
Yep.
Ouch.
Re- I'll say this. I'll say this much, Ambassador. Where you talk about the Borg assimilation, you will be assimilated. Resistance is futile. I think about the woke leftists or SJWs doing it to all of us. You will like
yeah.
our video. You will like our woke movies. You will like our woke whatever, and you will like it, pretty much.
No, I won't, because I choose what I like and what I don't like, and well, I
Mhm.
just I
Yep.
ignore the stupid.
But here's
Yeah.
the thing, though. Stupid is everywhere now. The stupid woke left stuff is everywhere now.
Once Bill Gates
Not
was
necessarily.
I mean, if you watch anime, it's not that bad. So,
The thing,
You're
the
back. You
thing,
made it.
hey, are you good, Orange?
the thing
Am
to
I?
remember is there is a lot of good media still out there, both old and new, that you can enjoy. And the other, you just
for now.
you just
for now, though.
Yeah.
no, not for now. If you have the means to collect it physically or have streaming, you've got access to it. So
Exactly.
Well, I told Orange that when we first started that when I was in the military, my friends had 4 terabyte hard drives and he had at least 300 movies on it and about 24 TV shows. So I copied on my hard drive in the military. So
Nice.
I'm good.
nice, very nice.
Yeah,
Well,
so I
we
agree
have
with
all
you
the-
about.
We have the important movies, like the good ones.
I mean, here's the
Like-
thing.
I mean, we do have the sequel trilogy, but that's a whole other thing.
That's only because
completely-
you're a completionist.
yes, yes,
It
and of
has
course
nothing
I'm
to
working
do with
on,
the fact that you don't like it.
and of course I'm working on my fan fiction. I'm about
What are you working on?
I'm a little over halfway done. I've
What are
just
you
finished
working on,
part
though?
7, working on part 8.
Or what are you working on, though?
Oh, it's a fan fiction to rectify the ending of the sequel trilogy.
Okay.
It's a 12-part fan fiction. Once I'm finished with it, I'm going to do casting for it. We're going to do like a table read and go through the entire story, and then I'm going to edit
That's pretty
that all
cool.
together. I'm gonna edit that all together. I'm going to add in music and everything and all that fun stuff. And I've got a disclaimer, so I've got a disclaimer, and the missus already said once you're done with it, we're getting it copyrighted, so no one can copy it. I'm like, okay,
Nice.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
so it's gonna be
You
a whole
guys
thing.
want to hear something overtly disturbing?
Oh, no,
Well,
here
we're
we
on
go.
your
I
well,
guess.
Orange. We're on your channel.
Might as well.
I guess. I don't know.
Orange, we
hold
are
on,
on
hold
your
on.
channel.
Our viewers out there who are below 18, be sure to get off this channel right now, or you
The
will
following
regret
program
everything.
is
Get
for
out.
mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, no crap, Sherlock.
No. Sorry.
Orange, go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Oh, great. I think
We'll talk about film talk.
went out.
Yeah. Well,
I
hey,
think we scared him
also-
off.
I don't know if his mic's cutting out or what, but
Yes, Vince.
I saw a good film though. It
Hmm.
was called Lies of
Tez
Deception.
Dallas.
Games, movies, and comics are us. Good to see you.
You were
Here's
saying?
the thing,
You were
folks.
saying?
I just left a freaking Star Wars group on Facebook because somebody literally posted a link to a fan fiction starring Rey, and its title was "I Gave It Up to the Wookiee."
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez, man.
Oh, good
I hope
grief. Okay,
it's
mine's
just
not
the
anywhere
mind.
near.
I-
Okay. All right. No, mine is not going to have any weird stuff in. Mine's actually rooted in the universe.
What were you
It's
saying,
got
Ambassador? I couldn't
it
hear
fits to the universe.
you. Oh heck!
Huh? Can you hear me now?
Good.
Am I?
I think we're just going out again, in and out again.
Mm.
Yeah. No, my
Okay.
fan fiction. My fan fiction about the worst
Oh
thing
no,
that
I'm having
happened
internet
so-
problems.
about the worst thing that has happened so far in my fan fiction is a character got ripped in half by Wookiees and the wounds were cauterized by a lightsaber.
Oh,
Ew.
I like
Brutal.
that.
And ow.
Brutal, bro.
Nice.
You don't
Ray
come
gets
to the
cut in
Wookiee.
half.
Talk about fatality.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't a massive spoiler because I'm not going to give any details, but let's just say you don't come to the Wookiee home planet. You don't pick the Wookiees, and if you do, don't expect not to get your ass handed to you. Well, this one character, he got his ass handed to him.
More like split apart.
Yes.
Mm.
Now, I don't show this. I don't describe it per se.
No.
All I say is that they find his body on a transport once it gets back to one of the main ships, and the crew is horrified at the sight. He says a few final words, and then he expires.
Mm.
Sounds about right.
Does he say, "Let the Wookiee win"? No, just kidding.
No, to quote him
Probably not.
succinctly, because I'm the person writing this. Anyone who ever comes to Kashyyyk ever again will get the same thing. Well, I'm paraphrasing. Will have the same thing happen to them that happened to me.
Mm.
Oh man.
Mm.
Ooh.
Hey,
Very
let's
spooky.
let's be honest here. Remember what Han Solo said in the very first Star Wars?
Yep.
Wookiees are known to rip people's arms out of their sockets when they lose. What do you think would
Yeah.
happen if people? Okay, let's put it in this context. Imagine a Wookiee military that was well organized, well equipped, and could hold its own.
Mm.
Now imagine
Mm.
an invading force comes to Kashyyyk. What do you think is going to happen? People are going to get messed the hell up.
More like mutilated. Yep. Mutilated.
Yes, exactly. and their broken bodies sent back as a warning with
Oh,
their
no,
dying
I wouldn't say that.
breaths.
I wouldn't say their bodies, but send back their heads. Say, yeah, never come back here.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay, so more movie talk. What did you guys think of the Suicide Squad trailer?
I liked it.
Uh,
I ain't seen
I didn't
it.
like.
I haven't seen it yet.
Ain't
I did.
bothered.
I liked it. I
liked it.
I think it's gonna be good.
Mhm.
It's not gonna be the greatest
the
thing
very
ever, but
least,
it's James
There's
Gunn.
going to be some funny stuff at the very least.
Hey,
Some
it's
funny
James,
stuff, sure.
It's James Gunn. Let's be honest here. The guy knows how to make good movies.
Have they got Will Smith
Sylvester
back in
Stallone
as
voicing King Shark.
Deadshot?
Oh, King Shark. Oh, dude,
Oh,
King Shark is my newest favorite thing.
Mm.
I mean,
They
first he had a talking tree. Now he has a talking shark. All they need now is like a giant tornado, and for King Shark to jump into it, you got King Shark tornado.
King Sharknado.
Yeah.
King Sharknado. Yes,
What they
King
should have
Sharknado.
done, they should have gone with the CW model of King Shark because that one looks
It's a very
infinitely
impressive model
better.
for him.
Yeah.
Well, the funny
I
thing
was
is, you remember,
very
Yeah.
blown away when I saw
Yeah.
that. I was like, "Holy
Well,
cow!"
the funniest thing is, you know what King Shark reminds me of?
Mhm.
He reminds me of that old school TV show with those mutated sharks.
Oh, Street Sharks.
Oh, Street
Yeah,
Shark.
Street Sharks. That's what they remind me of. Yeah.
I remember seeing a short on Robot Chicken where they're like, "We are totally not like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We are nothing like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, except we are almost exactly like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because we have puns and we like burgers instead of pizza."
But those guys were awesome though. Street Sharks, they were awesome.
Oh yeah. Although
Oh yeah.
I will now and forever be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan because, well, turtle power and cowabunga and pizza is awesome.
Cowabunga.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of the shark. The street shark. I
Yeah.
watched the the biker mice from Mars. Was it? Do you remember that? Where there was like
What,
a
which-
bunch of mice on bikes.
Oh
No.
yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah,
I'm
biker
gonna
mice
get that
from
out.
Mars.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Mars.
Never heard of it, but that doesn't mean anything. Although
Yeah.
there's only one thing that'd be more awesome.
I have to
All
wrap
they
it up.
freaking want is sharks with freaking lasers on their heads. And now my comment says it cannot be done.
Didn't that do that with dinosaurs too? It's called Extreme Dinosaurs.
I
Did
love
they do something
Oh,
like
Dino Riders.
Love
Dino Riders.
Dino Riders? Yeah.
Yeah,
well, they had
Dino Riders.
Dino that, and then they also
I actually had
Extreme
some of those. They were
Dinosaurs.
awesome.
That was another series.
I remember, I think it was like for my 8th or 9th birthday. My mom and grandmother asked me, "What do you want for your birthday?" I was like, "I want the Tyrannosaurus Rex Dino Rider." They're like, "It's expensive." I'm like, "I don't care. That's the only thing I get. I want it." And they're like, "Okay." And my birthday came up, and I got home. I'm like, "Okay, where's my presents? Where's my presents? Where's my presents?" They're like, "We got you one present." I'm like, okay, where is it? You've got to find it. I'm like, "What? You gotta find it." The thing was so big they couldn't wrap it because they didn't have enough wrapping paper. So they ended up putting it in a black trash bag, and they hid it in the freaking kitchen.
Nice.
And I'm like, where is it? They're like, it's in the kitchen. I was like, I don't see it. It's in the kitchen. Just trust us. Go look. I'm like, all I see is a big trash bag, and that's not normal. I'm like, that's not normal. So I tore it open. Like, that's the T-Rex Dino Rider. And I ran and I hugged my mom, my grandmother. I'm like, you're the best. Oh, you're the best mom and grandma ever. And I remember the last.
All right. Well, I am
Sorry.
going to have to start wrapping it up here.
Oh, you suck.
Right when he gets into his story.
Thanks for having us on your show, Orange and
I
yeah.
am going to have to
Yeah, thanks for
Start.
letting me on too.
wrap
Yeah, it was fun chat with you
Yeah.
guys too.
it up here.
Chug, chug, chug,
Because I'm-
chug.
Let's go.
I'm sorry. I'm jumping in
He's
and
roboting out, Dad.
now,
He's roboting out. It's okay. I'm just giving him a little hard
Yeah.
time.
and
That's what she said.
I got a couple of things that I got to take care of.
All right, no problem.
It's all right,
All right.
dude.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry to cut in, but I do gotta wrap it up here because I do gotta
Or
take
cutting
care of
out
a few
to be
things. And
more accurate.
No worries. No
you're very
worries.
welcome.
dude,
Yeah.
Good
It's
talking to you
okay.
guys.
you know we love you. Sometimes,
But anyway,
if you pay us enough.
All right, later, man.
By the way, send me
And
that money to
no, it's not
PayPal.